What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Steve's Random Stuff. Hey, it's time for this month's episode of Taiwan On. It's a monthly video I do to go over the baits I got tied on, rigged up, ready for the upcoming Redwood Empire Bass Club tournament for August. And this month's tournament is on the California Delta. I'm launching out of B&W this coming Saturday, and it's another 6-hour tournament since we're still in the summer months. And just trying to get everything rigged up, trying to figure out what to throw, a lot of different options. How I have not had a chance to pre-fish at all. I'm basically just going on into the tournament blind. Based on previous year's knowledge, I've looked at my notes and reports. I'll see what In Deep in the Delta with Steve Cooper has to say tomorrow with his weekly report. Saw a few reports as far as the recent frog tournaments that had gone on. And some information prior to that with the punching reports and stuff, but just got a variety of baits on. Just gonna go and wing it and do my best. My plan is to kind of work the tides a little. We have a high tide at 7 o'clock around the B&W area, and then the farther south and the farther east you go, it gets a little later. So the areas I'm looking at fishing, it's only about a half an hour, 45-minute difference. So I'm gonna run down to the San Joaquin River area, fishing area until the tide starts to move, probably till 7:30 or so, maybe even 8 o'clock, and then run my way down south towards probably Little Connection Slough area, and down in that area when they get high tide, probably around 8 o'clock, and then fish that turn of the tide at that time as well. Not running very far, it's only 6 miles or something. So like I said, I got a variety of baits on. Probably have most of these on the deck on Saturday, and we'll go from there. So we'll just start out with some topwater baits. I got a popper. This is the Rico popper, kind of a perch color, bluegill color. Throwing that a lot all the time. I just love throwing those Rico poppers. See what else I got here. I got a crankbait, just in case. I probably won't be throwing a crankbait too much because I think with the grass and stuff this time of year, it's unless you're in a really clear area where some rocks are. But square bill crankbait, it's the River Sea Biggie, and a perch color again. Another option would be the crawdad color, which is most popular, I think, and then you also can go to a shad color. But I want to stick to a square bill, something that doesn't get very deep. You can fish that on the high tide, and then as it's going outgoing. Another reaction bait is chatterbait, and from right here, this has been working pretty well. I went with white on white with the rage crawl on there. Another option, if I need to, I can switch to this bluegill color, green pumpkin. It's got the green pumpkin gold on there as an option. Almost forgot this rod here. We got a Senko. This is a 6-inch Senko wacky rigged watermelon with the green and purple flake. Can't go over the Delta probably without a Senko, either 5-inch or 6-inch. I like throwing the 6 inches out there, a little heavier. They sink down a little better. Next up, I got my one spinning rod rigged up with a drop shot. This is a Little Fit Lures, and the Little Fit Lures Mini Pig. See that there? The Mini Pig, green pumpkin, strawberry color. I actually picked these up at our club meeting and our raffle, and I really love that color. I think it'd be great. It's a great Delta color. I thought about putting that on the chatterbait, but the chatterbait I have is a little bit too heavy. I think it's like a 3/4 ounce. It's a little bit heavy for the Delta, but pretty good for drop shot. Other one thing I did do, once I get all tangled up here, is I went with a longer leader. As you can see, this is like about a 15-16-inch leader, the dropper, and a 1/4 ounce weight. I found on the Delta, I typically use 3/16 ounce for most of the time, but when you get moving water and with the current, that you need something to get down to the bottom and keep you down there. Otherwise, it just drifts down the river. So 1/4 ounce weight on that. Also bumped up the line on the drop shot to a 12-pound line as well. Next up here, I got a frog. This is a kind of a buzz frog. This is another Littlefoot Lures. It's called a croaker. Just weightless. I can just buzz it around. It's kind of more of a finesse style, really subtle action. I can throw that on the surface and try and get some of those blow ups on there with that little croaker. Couple frogs. Of course, during the summertime, you can't go to the Delta without throwing a frog of some kind. I got a popping frog, black and yellow, and I also got this river to sea frog, big daddy there. So a couple different frogs to throw. So 3 different frogs, one really subtle, and then the big frogs. And then I got my flipping baits. Just going to a black and blue kinky beaver. This is a little lighter rig. If I'm getting some open areas, I can throw this. Just Texas rigged. Pegged weight. Another flipping bait is the Tokyo rig. Something you probably don't see too often. With Tokyo weight, with a 1/2 ounce weight there, and I'm using the watermelon red Yamamoto Sanshuo. Again, that discontinued bait that I love so much. Fortunately, I got a good stockpile of them, so I'll use those until they run out. And lastly, last bait is a punch rig. Just a straight punch rig, 1.5 ounce weight. Yamamoto flapping hog. I got a big flipping hook on there. Green pumpkin, red. Just a good Delta color out there. So getting those heavy grass areas, I can throw that punch rig. See how that goes with that 1.5 ounce weight. Just to get through the thick stuff. So that's the lineup. Tonight as I'm getting ready, I've been drinking this Full Circle Juicy Vibes. So nice little juicy IPA. I've been kind of waiting to see what I've been drinking tonight. A couple other options I have out ready to go is a jig. This is the Mr. B jig, that red crawl with a just a standard beaver on there. I think that's the Rhythm and Blues color. Another option for punching is the double wide beaver, and again, this is the double wide beaver in the California 420 color. Again, a bunch of red on that. So a couple different options of baits. If one's not working, I can have these out and ready to go in the box on top, so I don't have to go digging for them. And just hope for the best. I'm gonna get there, like I said, we'll be on the water 5:30, 6 o'clock, and kind of just go with that game plan, work my way south, and then get back to B&W by noon for weigh-in and see how we do. So wish us luck. It's gonna be a fun day. Got to race back after that for things going on in the afternoon, and I got to finish some cornhole boards this weekend too for a customer. I've been busy with that all week. So thanks for watching, and more to come this weekend. I'll give you some tournament information. I got a new chest mount that I want to try out, get you different looks on the water instead of just a fixed camera. So that should be good. And so again, thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button as always, and cheers to you. Take care.